Hi there, it's Liz Yuille from Old Stables Crafts, Stampin' Up demonstrator in the UK. Today I've got more of a tips video than a project video. So I have just taken delivery of all of my lovely new ink pads. So these are all the new colours. Well, these aren't all the new colours. These are some of the new colours. So I thought I would show you how I put them all together, because they come with all these lovely labels and they need to be stuck on. So first thing, they come shrink wrapped. So the first thing to do obviously is to take off your shrink wrap. So I just find a pair of snips are perfect for that, and it just comes off really easily and goes in the bin. So you then, as we know, this is a compact now rather than a push and a slide and a click. They're new, so they are a little stiff, but they slide beautifully. So, and this is the Granny Apple Green. Right, now there are various suggestions as to the best way to deal with this. I tend to find that taking off the whole of this label at the back, and by this label I mean not the whole of the label, but this bit here. So there's a bit that's half on and not fully on, so it's the bit that's the colour with the backer attached. So you've got 4 languages. So you've got English, French, German, Japanese, and then you've got this one that's nothing. So let's start by sticking that there, and let me grab you an old ink pad. Just make sure that I've done what yes, I have. Right, so the old ink pad, which is the push, click, flip, you put your label on one end, and if you're like me, you can put another label on the other end, and then with some of the spare labels, you can chop ends off to put them in there so that you can see what the colour is when it's open. Don't need to do that anymore, because Stampin' Up have realised that we like that. So what you do is you take off, and I tend to use the, sorry, that was just one of my ink pads falling down, one of my pile of new ink pads. I tend to use a piercing tool for this, and then just with the lip towards me, I tend to just pop that down so that it's in the middle of, or nearly in the middle of this piece here. Now I may well add another one to the back here, because I do quite like to at least see what the colour is from all angles. So I'll pop one on the end here, and I'll just pick any, because I don't speak particularly good French, German, and definitely don't speak Japanese. So we then open up our ink pad, and then take the last of, and last I mean the bottom of the strips, which is the just colour, and just drop it into this little bit here, and just with the other end of your piercing tool, just pop it down, and then you're good to go. Now the other thing that some people have asked, those I'll just pop in the bin, is how you get ink in the lid. Well, they are stiffer, they're meant to be stiffer, but you can still, if you're, you know, reasonably dexterous at squeezing, you can still get ink in the lid. What might be easier is, once you get the re-inker, to use the re-inker just to put a couple of drops of ink in the lid, but you can get ink from the pad onto the inside of your lid. It's not quite as easy as it was with the old ones, but it's still fine. Now here's the other thing, and one of the reasons why it's actually quite good to take your labels off at the beginning. So let's just get this lovely soft sea foam. So on the bottom of the ink pad there are these little blips. Can I get it so that the light will catch? You can just see these little blips. Oops, there. Yeah, just there. And on the top there are dents. so you can pile them up, and they do pile beautifully, and they're really quite secure. So if I hold the bottom one and push the top one, it's really, you know, I mean, I'm pushing it quite hard, that's quite secure. However, if I do that, that's less secure, and that's purely because I've still got this label on. As soon as I take this label off and get it all labelled up, that will be a nice secure lock. But it is, because the dents are not huge, you do need to take the coloured label off the bottom of your ink pad if you're going to stack them. So that's it for today, quick and easy. I hope you found that interesting. I will be back tomorrow with another project for you. Thank you very much for joining me, and I hope to see you again very soon. Before I rush off, don't forget that between now and the end of May I'm running a prize draw, so if you shop with me between now and the end of May, for every £25 you spend in my online store using the Hostess code, you will be entered to win all of the ink pads from the 2017-2018 core colour families. So that's the Regals, the Neutrals, the Brights and the Subtles. So that does include some of the retiring colours, but obviously that means you've got a nice full set of colours, and you can then add the new colours as you get them. It also comes with a colour caddy, which is no longer available. And these ink pads, although they're not made to go in the colour caddy, they will fit in the colour caddy very nicely. You just don't want to spin the colour caddy too fast, otherwise they could slide out, but it's still a very good storage system. So that's over £200 worth of product, all for shopping at my online store and using the Hostess code. Also, if you buy any of the Share What You Love bundles in May, you will get a sampling of the retiring designer series papers. I'm not going to be using them after the end of May because I only use current product. So I thought about what I could do with the product that I've got left, and I thought I would share it with people who have been supporting me in May, particularly those who are using the Share What You Love promotion, which gets you free product anyway. So whichever bundle you order, you get free product, and if you order it in May through my online store, you will get entered into the prize draw, £25 for every, an entry for every £25 you spend, plus you'll get a sampling of designer series paper. So, retiring designer series paper. And I will also be announcing my paper share options very soon. That will go out in my newsletter, hopefully before the end of this week. And then I will be announcing it on my website after that. I've already started getting some orders from existing customers for my paper share. And that order will, the first paper share order will go in on the 1st of June. So fingers crossed we'll get it all. There's also ribbon share. We do have a delay on one of the ribbons for Europe, so the first ribbon share will be slightly delayed, but it will only be delayed into the middle of June. So lots of exciting things to come. Thank you very much for joining me again today, and I hope to see you again very soon.